Santana goes back out. No walks, couple of strikeouts. Gave up a single to Jeter in the first inning. It's the only base runner the Yankees have had on against him. And Jeter will start it out here. 5 hits, 11 at bats now in the series for Derek Jeter, the Yankee captain, who takes the inside corner strike. Yankees won 26 games and lost only 11 against left-handed starters during the regular season. They had great success against both righties and lefties, obviously, to win 101 games.
I think Santana's going to try to pitch Jeter in this at bat. His first at bat, he got a first pitch fastball away and drove it for a base hit. He figured, I got to get, if I want to get him out later away, I must establish in.
Jeter after that one, not happy with the cut he took. 1 and 2.
You can pitch Jeter inside, but you've also got to mix up your pitches. You just can't throw in continual fastballs, and he gets a slider in there. He thinks it's a fastball, just swings right over the top of it.
Jeter was not happy with himself on the effort on that cut. Santana's pitch swung on and missed. You do not hit that one, even if you're Derek Jeter. Jason Giambi. Giambi grounded out his first time up. That's going to be a gapper. Chased over by Hunter. It'll go all the way to the wall. Giambi on his way to second base will go in easily as he gets a stand-up double with 1 away here in the 4th inning. Yankees have picked up 5 doubles now against the Twins in the series. That's the first one that Giambi has had. He's at second base. And here is Bernie Williams, the nemesis so far in this series for Twins pitchers. And Williams fouls it back. Now this has been a pitcher's series. The Yankees have had some of the big names come through, and Bernie Williams, David, one of those, who's just having a really fine playoff right now.
Well, Bernie dealt with a lot of injuries this year, to his shoulders, to his knee, and he's finally healthy, and that's a good sign for this ball club because he can be very clutch. I mean, that's why he hits where he hits. I mean, he's a run producer.
Check swing on that. Looks like he went around. He did. We've had only, in this 3-game series, 13 runs scored. Yankees 8, Twins 5.
Well, Santana has found a pitch that's starting to really work for him. That breaking ball is breaking in at low and in, as well as in around the thigh. And it's obviously breaking a lot because Jeter didn't take a good swing and Bernie didn't take a good swing.
Giambi off second base. Williams takes a good swing. That's a fair ball. Giambi's going to come around to score. Stewart chasing it down. It bounces back to the infield. Looking right at it, Williams. He'll stop at second. Back-to-back doubles. Bernie Williams, another RBI, and the Yankees have a 1-0 lead. 3rd RBI of the series for Williams. He's a clutch RBI producer, and he does it again.
And you know, Jeff, another reason for that too is yesterday he had some big hits, so he has some confidence right now going with men in scoring position, whereas Posada hasn't been driving in runs the way Bernie has. I agree with you. You don't want to pitch to Bernie right now.
He had 2 strikes on Bernie. That was not a good pitch with a 2-strike count with a runner at second base.
Jorge Posada fouls the pitch off. He grounded out his first time up, so the Yankees get on the board first in this ball game and take the 1-0 lead on their 3rd hit of the game, but 2 of them back-to-back doubles against Santana here in the 4th.
You know, when you have a guy that's hot and you're pitching against him, he has to hit your pitch, especially with a base open. That base is open, he's got to hit your pitch. If not, you go with the next guy.
That one towards the hole. That's going to be a base hit. Late break for Williams. Stewart gets it in. Runner will stop at 3rd, and the Yankees 3 consecutive hits have the corners covered with 1 away. Matsui stands in here and takes it up high for a ball.
And the reason why he hits so well at men in scoring position because he can hit the ball to all fields. He's not a guy who's just a pull hitter. Usually guys who hit great with men in scoring position, they take what the pitcher gives them. If you want Matsui to hit the ball to left field, he'll hit it to left. If you pitch him in, he'll pull it. That's why he hits so well with men in scoring position.
Runners at first and third, only 1 away. Matsui a chopper to first. Metcavich looking to the plate. It's a foul ball. Well, that stops that play right there. Here's the homer he had yesterday.
And look where this pitch is. Ball's up in the strike zone. A high velocity pitch from Los, and he was blowing it by everybody else in the Yankee lineup. He sees it, hits it a ton.
And by him hitting lower in the lineup, he had an opportunity to see Los throw a lot of fastballs. So, hey, why not look for a first pitch fastball or a fastball in that at bat? And he got it and actually drove it out of here.
Joe Torre said today he thinks Matsui will be a 20 to 25 home run hitter in his career. Doesn't think he'll go a lot over that, but he said he'll be so productive. He'll be a good extra base hitter. I mean, he already is. He's a 10-year veteran of the Japanese league. That one to the gap in right center field. Hunter's not going to get it. What a shot. That'll bounce up and over, a ground rule double. It'll score Williams. Jorge Posada will stop at third. And Sui gets the RBI, and the Yankees have a 2-0 lead. Aaron Boone, the infield is drawn in. They'll go for the play at the plate if the runner breaks. With only one away here in the fourth inning, the Yankees have had 4 consecutive hits. 3 of them have been doubles. And the Yankees have the 2-0 lead.
We haven't seen too many changeups from Santana. We've seen fastballs. We've seen cutters in to these right-handers. But the changeup is the equalizer. And if you don't throw that pitch, Yankee hitters are going to sit on the other one.
Boone checked it. It's on the inside corner. And Santana's in trouble here in the fourth inning. First 11 he faced, struck out 3. They only had 1 hit off him. This inning, 4 straight hits and 2 runs in. 24-year-old left-hander. Going to find a way to get out of this inning without further damage. That won't be easy. Boone right off the fist to short. Guzman puts that away. 2 down. Here's Rivera, moved up in the lineup from the number 9 spot to the number 8 spot. Flied out his first time up. Rivera's a .340 hitter off left-handers this year, and you got to wonder whether that conference with Gardenhire had to do with what are you going to throw Rivera when you've got the guy who's old for his last 26 due up next in Nick Johnson.
And Juan Rivera has been quietly putting together some very good at-bats. He lined out his first at-bat, and yesterday he had a few hits, so he's seeing the ball pretty good.
Rivera with 2 in scoring position and 2 down. And that one's going to be taken inside, and it sure looks like Santana's trying not to throw anything remotely close as far as being hittable is concerned. John Gardenhire, second-year manager, pacing, already has the bullpen going. And they'll, in fact, intentional pass it almost bounces away. Brzezinski had it bounce off his glove.
Well, the Yankees are doing exactly what they did yesterday. They've jumped out ahead of this ball club, and they're taking the crowd totally out of this game.
We spent so much time talking about the effect this crowd can have on a ball game and on a team. For 2 days here, the effect has been that. The Yankees quieting it.
Turned a divisional playoff game into a tennis match.
Yeah.
But I mean, if we talked about this Twins ball club needing to bunt, needing to hitting run, needing to do some things to put some pressure on the Yankees. Well, you let the Yankees get too far ahead of you, all that bunt, you can forget about it. Yep. Then you got to hit the ball over the fence. And we know if you try to slug with the Yankees, you're done.
And that's what the Yankees are trying to do. Put the Twins in that situation again. Bases loaded. 2 down. Nick Johnson. Johnson's had an 0 for 10 in the series. 0 for his last 26.
Well, a hit here will totally blow this game wide open. 2-0. You're still within range, but a 4-0 game will make it very tough for this ball club that's not hitting that well to come back.
Johnson watches that one sail outside from Santana. Boy, would he like to get out of that 0 for right now. Hit here would allow him and everybody else to forget about what had come before. Pitchers piling up here in the fourth. Johnson with a big grand slam cut that doesn't connect.
You're not going to see Nick Johnson do that too many times, but his eyes get big on this fastball up in the strike zone. Many times you'll see Johnson get inside that ball and shoot it to the left center field gap. I think on that pitch, that front shoulder comes open. I think he's thinking hero trying to hit that ball out of the ballpark.
Now the fans up. 1-2 delivery. Johnson's got a base hit in the gap. 1 run in. Second will score. Jack Jones had to knock it down. It's a double and 2 RBIs. And the Yankees lead at 4-0. So much for the offer and so much for the intentional pass.
Rincon came in the ball game yesterday. He's a sinker ball pitcher, just trying to get a ground ball, just trying to get an out right here and keep Soriano in the ballpark. The last thing that the Twins need right here is a long ball from Soriano, because you can close the book and they might empty this place.
9 hitters have come to the plate. Johnson, the 2 RBI doubles on at second base. Rivera is on at third, and that one's in for a strike. Soriano has struck out twice.
And see, that's why it's so important to throw Soriano a lot of fastballs inside. Just the way he took that first pitch, his shoulder opened early, which told me that he's now conscious of the fastball inside.
Rincon gets it in left field. Stewart coming over. Stewart can't get it. Plays it on a hop. 2 runs will score. It is a 2 RBI single for Soriano and a 6-0 Yankee lead. They have put up 6 runs here in the 4th inning.
You know, sometimes, David, you get into the postseason and just the enormity of this whole event just paralyzes guys when they get out onto the field. They can't make the adjustments that they normally make. We watched Santana pitch today. That's not how he normally pitches. He doesn't throw 90% breaking balls inside to right-handers. He uses his changeup. He throws fastballs. But, you know, I think that's why it benefits the Yankees so much being able to play in the postseason. These guys are used to it. They're still playing baseball. They're not trying to do anything different. They're doing what makes them good.
And that's pretty good. Yeah. That one off the fist. Jeter popped it up. That could be trouble in no man's land. Foul ball. The charge was on Mankiewicz, Rivas, and Jones. Nobody could get to it.
And you hear the talk all the time. Well, the Yankees got a break here, or Soriano hit that ball off the end of the bat, or, you know, just this ball. Just, you know what? The Yankees make those things happen, and that's why they win. Because they play with confidence. They're not out there hoping they're going to just flip one in there. They make contact and they make things happen.
Well, talking to them before the game today, they really felt confident in this game against Santana. For some reason, they felt like, hey, we're going to do a better job today of getting pitches to hit, making him pitch to us, and we're going to hit him hard today. And that's what they were talking about before the game.
They have. They did. Jeter's 1 for 2 in the ball game with a single. Takes that inside. The 4 doubles we have had hit by the Yankees in this inning is a new division series record. 4 doubles in an inning for one ball club. The Yankees have already done that in a 6-hit inning. And keep in mind, there was an intentional walk involved here too to Rivera before Johnson came up and delivered the bases loaded 2 RBI double. Jeter takes the breaking ball outside.
And the Yankees are not guys that just sit over there and say, oh, we're going to pound this guy today, or we're going to do this, or we're going to do that. It's a very calm internal swagger. These guys are confident. They know that they're good. They don't have to go out and say, well, you know, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. But yet they're confident in the fact that the opposition that stands over there, we're better than they are today, and we're going to go out there and prove it.
And that they have done so many times. Rincon, 24-year-old right-hander, 3rd appearance in the series. Trying to find the out here. Runner at first going, and Jeter takes it inside. So Jeter's going to go down with a walk. Giambi 1 for 2 with a double. Takes the pitch outside for a ball. Tell you about the Yankee confidence. Joe Torre told us yesterday before the game when we were talking about the moment where the Yankees came together. He said he thought it was a month ago in the series, a big series they played against the Boston Red Sox. Said, I think that's when we learned what we could do and how to be confident without being over zealous about who we are. He said it was interesting. He said for the Yankees this year, unlike the last decade, the 8 years he's managed, he said it took us a long time to find out who we were this year.
Well, it's not the same team that has played in all those postseasons. I mean, they've actually gotten guys in here that are new guys, and it takes some time. There's an adjustment period. There's always an adjustment period anytime you're playing in Yankee Stadium. I mean, that's just an adjustment. I don't think anyone can just play for the Yankees. It takes a certain player.
Pass ball. Runners will advance, and the wheels are falling off the Twins' wagon.
Well, the Twins have got to get out of this inning to give them any kind of hope at all. You know that there is some disappointment. You could see Santana in the dugout when Rincon walked Jeter. But this ball is right in the center of A.J. Pierzynski's glove, and he just doesn't squeeze it.
But we're talking about the Yankees, just like any other team. There comes a point in time during the season. It could be a huge series where your team realizes and finds out what type of team, what type of character you have. And that's what you're talking about.
Character.
Gary.
Interesting that it would take a team with this great tradition that long to find it. What a stop. Now Pierzynski had one go by, and there he saves a wild pitch.
Used the glove that time. Now this is the ball that's most likely going to the backstop. Fastball down in the dirt. Breaking balls are much easier to block than a fastball in the dirt because you're expecting a big league pitcher to get the ball somewhere close to the glove.
Giambi's got 2 in scoring position. 3-0 delivery to him, and he's on with a walk, and Rincon now is walk 2. And now the bases are loaded again, and the Yankees have Bernie Williams up, who's already delivered an RBI double in the inning and has grounded out. Eric Milton out of the bullpen, other left-hander. Williams sacks full, takes it up high for a ball.
Well, they have the right man up at the right time. Bernie is as hot as anyone in this lineup.
Every time he's come to the plate, he's had somebody in scoring position.
And he's been able to move him around.
David, don't you think you lock in more as a hitter when you know you got an RBI out there waiting on you?
Towards short, going to be a tough play. Force at second, and a good play made by Guzman de Rivas. Out of the inning, but what an inning it was.